Let me start that all over again, guys. It's 7:31 and we're starting our call today. It's June 27th and this is Avini Vibes call. My name is Raksha Joshi. I'm stepping in for Christine Rolando. She is taking care of her husband. He's undergone surgery today and is in recovery now. So that's wonderful, but keep the prayers coming. Our speaker today was going to be Carol Witt, but she's not going to be able to speak because she's feeling a little under the weather. And we have the presidential debate going on today. So some of you may want to just jump off and go and see what's happening in that neck of the woods. But I am with Avini. I am under Carol and Christine, and I'm based out of Miami, Florida. So I've been reaching out to my team this week. So some of you I see are familiar names. And I would like to know a little bit about your experiences. Chip, do you want to start us off with a little antidote of what we should be using? Because it seems like a lot of people are coming down with colds and some kind of viral infections.
Okay.
So how can we protect ourselves?
Okay. So make sure I'm open here. Yes, I am.
Mhm.
Probably a little disclaimer first. We do represent natural products. I'm not a doctor, and even if I were representing natural products, I can't diagnose, cure, heal, or that sort of thing. But what we can do is move towards good health, no matter where we begin. And that's what really Avini is all about, and what natural health is all about. And so specifically when there are pandemics in the works, things that are going around, going through the people, typically those are viral. And it's kind of interesting, the mechanisms that we have against a virus. Our lead product, our core competency is Avini Cell Defender, of course. And it primarily is known for excretion of heavy metals and volatile organic chemicals, and what we call shuttling, or keeping healthy metals and materials moving. So that was probably a little longer list than you expected. I'm making an effort to highlight some of the additional benefits of Cell Defender, and especially because people start to have trouble. Let's talk about, stones that form someplace in the body, or occlusions or blockages. Oftentimes those are made of beneficial substances that just stopped moving. So one of the things that we don't say enough about is Avini Cell's Defender ability to pick something up, give it a spin, and keep that top spinning, keep it moving down the road. So that's really super important. When it comes to the viral infections, Cell Defender has a very interesting mechanism. They are smaller than an organism, so they're sub-organism form of pathogen. They can't reproduce normally. They have to cut their way into one of our cells, into its nucleus, and then cut up our DNA to make what they need to make a new virus. Interestingly enough, when they do that, the ends of those viral particles, now that cell is killed. That's what hurts you. Your cells are getting killed. And they go outward into the interstitial fluids between the cells, and that's where viral assembly occurs. Well, if there is a Avini Cell Defender in that fluid, that positively charged viral particles will attach to the outside of the zeolite cage, not inside like the metals. So it's adsorption, not absorption. The metals are absorbed, the things that go to the outside are adsorbed, and those viral particles are hauled out of the area, thus interfering with viral assembly. Kind of interesting, right? So if that's the case, why did Avini Nano Silver which is also effective against that sort of a pathogen, get into our line, our product line. The reason is its mechanism is upstream against a virus compared to the mechanism of cell defender. It actually, the 200 atoms in a ball held that way by the silver oxide tetrahedrons so that it doesn't get bigger, doesn't get smaller. If it gets bigger, it's colloidal silver. That'll get stuck. If it gets smaller, that's ionic silver. That'll hurt you too much. It'll kill some of your cells and some of your good microbiome. Interestingly enough, the Avini Nano Silver will not let a virus go inside of your cells. It disables the tools or the keys that a virus uses to go in to cut inside of your cell. So therefore it cannot go in, it cannot harm you. Very interesting upstream mechanism. Then you go to Zimmunity. Zimmunity and the mushrooms, they have to protect themselves as they grow in a decaying forest, right? Or whatever they're growing in is something decaying. So they protect themselves against all these pathogens. And it's pretty cool that they also have mechanisms to protect you as well. So here we are in a world where, let's just say antibiotic wise, if the spy counter spy thing has, advantage has gone to the bacteria instead of the antibiotics, and we have no antibiotic, Avini still has 3 products, all with different mechanisms that are effective against even the most virulent and uncontrollable bacteria. So even C. diff, Clostridium difficile, MRSA, methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. We have mechanisms against those bacteria. So that's a quick little rundown of why you might want to have this on board. Interesting thing is, there is a limitation. Once the virus becomes dormant, it's not doing what it has to do for us to fight with it. So the limitation is if it's dormant, it may still be sitting there in the background, ready to attack you. So you have to have the products either available or on board at the time of the attack for the mechanisms to work. You see that distinction? Okay, that's it. Thank you for the question, Raksha.
No, I mean, we need it, and we're going into that phase again where the weather's changing. I mean, in Miami, it's been raining every single day. So, and the kids are home, they touch everything. So how do we take care of ourselves? And I didn't know anyone better that could explain that the way you did. So thank you for doing that, Chip. That was really amazing. Ed, thanks for joining us. I was kind of looking out for your face. Christine said you'll be here to support. And if I look a little nervous, I am, because I don't normally get on these calls, and I really do. Like when I do get on a call, I don't say much. I'm the wallflower, but today I get to see center stage.
We know who you are. We see you out there all the time. And we know how important you are, Carol, in some of the other things she does. So, be comfortable with us. We welcome you and love you.
I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling very comfortable. I am just in awe of everyone that is here today. I mean, I've seen your names in the chats. I've seen your inputs. I've seen the exchanges. I've had the privilege of speaking to Hannah. Ed is somebody I reach out to when I need to. So everyone here is somebody I know. Roxanne is somebody that I've been trying to connect with to go and see our offices in Boca. And we seem to miss each other because our schedules are so crazy. But it's really great to see everybody here. And if you don't mind, I would just like to I'll go by the order on my screen, but if you could just say where you're from, that would kind of help me put you geographically, because when I know somebody geographically, I seem to remember the face better. So Ellen, I'll start with you. You're on mute.
Raksha, get them to say something about why they like Avini too.
Oh, absolutely. That goes without saying, guys. What do you
All right.
like about Avini? What I like about it is it's natural. There's no other byproducts that have been put in there to make it do what it needs to do. So that's my 2 cents on that one. But Alan, go ahead, please.
Thank you. I'm Alan Way. I'm from Orange Park, Florida. No big deal, retired railroad guy from many years ago. And what I like about Avini products is that they do what they claim. We have a very charismatic product in our Plus Relief, and that is one that people can see literally immediate relief within about 2 minutes when they apply it to a body part that's aching. The reason I want to do this program and be involved with it, first of all, there's a lot of honor amongst the people that I see and I know that are here. But the other thing is, I like to help people, and I use my reward points. Sometimes I give away products. I sell very little of what I have that I get with points. I give them to people to get them started or to let them have a taste of it. Taste literally meaning the results from it. So I plan to be here for a very long time until the Lord calls me to go somewhere else. That would be with Him.
Awesome. Thank you. Pat Tracy, I see you're using the spray, so you're on mute, dear. Okay. Hannah, you want to go ahead?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was
you're on
not,
mute.
I was still muted. I said, yeah, I haven't had a voice today. It's been in and out, in and out. And apparently the Saharan dust has raised its ugly head again. And that's when this happens to me. But no, I love Avini. I mean, it's gotten me out of almost 40 years of chronic pain with Cell Defender. And then my second love is the silver, because of the fact that it took care of an 18-month urinary tract issue I had, where I took a bunch of antibiotics and stuff and went, man, none of this is working. And then silver came out, and I went, wow. Cell Defender kept it at bay for a while, but on the 5th day, I no longer had any symptoms for what I had for 18 months. So it's an awesome product. I call it my little antibiotic in a bottle that I take everywhere. And particularly losing a lot of it now because of what's going on with the, atmosphere, air, whatever.
Got it. Thank you so much, Pat. Hannah, would you like to go ahead and tell us what you like about it, where you're from, and
Well, I am from Salem, Massachusetts. So I'm from the Witch City, the sea captain's haven in our country. And I've been on Avini since Avini began and even before it. And I believe in preventive medicine. I'm just at the end of one act of my life, and I'm turning 75 and I'm aging younger and I'm feeling better. And I really truly believe in whole wellness. And that is what Avini is all about. That's what all of our products are, and it begins with the lava, with the dirt. So to me, when I think of wellness, I think of the 8 aspects, which are our physical, our emotional, our occupational, our environmental, our social, which brings us all together, our intellectual, spiritual, but it also binds us all together because we are bringing the health to everybody. We're bringing community together. We're working with the environmental issues that are out there. We're bringing community together. But with doing that, we are all helping ourselves and everyone that we are with bringing hope to them with their health, but also that we're helping each other with our abundance, with our financial future as we are aging younger. And for me, I look at it, it's building teams of individuals that we are, we're working with all ages, that we're helping those that are, with the doula center, all ages. And it's to me, what are my goals? It's building my legacy right now and bringing joy and happiness to everybody that we touch and that I touch.
Perfectly said. Thank you so much. I'll go on to Roxana Williams. Can you come on the phone? I see that your image is there, so I'm not sure if you can unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about why, where.
Williams, did you say Roxana or Novella?
Roxana.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at the same time. I didn't want to miss the meeting. Yeah, my name is Roxana Williams. I live in Pompano Beach, Florida. And I love Avini because honestly, the people that are part of this mission, they're just beautiful souls that are trying to help and give people hope. So I'm honored to be part of this team. And the products I love because they've taken care of a lot of issues in my health, especially inflammation and achy joints and lower back issues. And honestly, since I've been using silver and the mushrooms, I don't remember the last time I've gotten sick. And so they really work. And I am very grateful to have something to offer. I'm in the weight loss industry. And my clients are loving the Trim Science and the fiber and the South Defender bundle when they start their journey for weight loss, and it's helping them a lot.
That is great.
So yeah, the products are amazing.
Well, the products speak for themselves. So
yes,
that's really the key is Avini products speak for themselves. Joseph Walton, I understand you have people lined up to start taking the product and stuff. So congratulations on that. But please go ahead, unmute yourself and just share why, where, how, just a little bit about you so we get to know you.
My family and I moved here from Georgia 3 years ago. And we were really on this journey of being healthy and trying to figure out. I'm a bit of a religious person, so excuse my language of being spiritually inspired, but I feel like God wanted me to start cleansing my body back in November of last year. I just didn't seem to find the right product or the way of doing it because there's so much stuff out there. And I just want to make sure it's the right one. And I don't know where this came across me when I came across Ed back in Jack's Chambers event they had in Jacksonville. And I'd stumbled into it. I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to start working my new jobs, trying to get acquainted with some business owners and whatnot. And that's how it came across. And as I found out more about it, as him and I were talking one day over the phone, I was like, man, well, I'll just go ahead and let me help you get this thing going off the ground. Not realizing that I was going to be the one getting it off the ground for myself, really, with Ed's help. And it's just been a journey. My wife actually has been taking Self Defender. We actually ran out, so I had to buy some more last night. But she took the Self Defender earlier this month, every day, twice a day, religiously. And of course, working out and whatnot. She lost 10 pounds.
Wow.
Self Defender takes care of a lot of stuff out of your system, but also bad metals that don't belong in your system. And to be honest with you, the reason why people have a hard time losing fat, it's not because of they're not eating right. For some of them, for really are trying. It's because of the fact that the metals, the bad metals that hold on to that fat along with chemicals, it's really hard to flush it out. But when you take Self Defender, it's like it flushes out the chemicals that are not supposed to be in your system, including the bad metals. And it's easier for the body to go into a place of ketosis and be able to melt the fat out as you work out and as you take the Self Defender. Because not only does it get rid of it, but it helps heal your body. So the body could do its thing by healing itself. And so, you know, that's basically what it is. And I got so excited, I told a friend of mine, our neighbor down the street, he came over, and then and I talked with him, and he was blown away. His father-in-law has a heart that only flows 9% of his blood into his heart, 9%. So he saw it and he wanted to jump on it. His wife, her sister died of cancer, like I think a few months ago. She said, I wish I would have known this. We could have got her on this and she would still be alive today. And so, but they got it. It's waiting for the ship in now. And he's not only getting the product, using it once it gets here and give that to his father-in-law, but also he's actually going to help others do the same thing he did because he sees it. And it's majorly like an awesome thing. Another lady we actually met and I did at my son's birthday party here in Jacksonville, St. Augustine area. And so she's going to connect with us soon. Also, I got 4 more people that actually must set up with Ed to speak with tomorrow, if not next week, that's going to sit down and talk because they're interested to know what's going on.
That's great. You're on fire. Stay on fire. That's all I can say. But thank you for sharing and making a difference in people's lives. So you're in the right place. You stumbled in, but you were meant to be there. That's why you stumbled in there. So that's all I can say about that. Dave, Pat, could you unmute yourself and share your story, your why? Where are you?
Yes, we can. We're in Ontario, Canada, in the Muskokas. And why we like Avini, or why I like Avini, is just, first of all, the people. The people are just awesome. Everybody's here to help. And of course, the products. The products have done amazing things for my wife in particular, and for me also. So we just love Avini, and we love this family.
Awesome. Well,
all the way from Canada.
All the way from Canada. Well, we love you on the team. Thank you for being here. Definitely, I can see your energy. So I appreciate you showing up and participating in these calls. The next person would be Tenna. Tenna, if you're driving and you can't talk, that's fine.
I think I unmuted. I can't. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah,
I just
am
realized you were driving, so
yeah, I'm looking for a parking spot. But well, I'm Tana Glover. I'm from Pensacola, Florida, home of the Blue Angels and Sugar White Sand Beaches. And I love Avini. I've been here since day one, and it has totally changed my life in so many ways. I grew up very, very near a Navy base and swam in a bayou that the waters from the runways went into a creek that drained into the bayou very near to where we swam all the time. So, and little did we know, all the silt that was on our arms when we'd get out of the water, on all the little hairs on your arms, was probably some of the stuff off of the jet fuel, and no telling what else they would have out there. So the cell defender is so important to me, and I've been through some health issues through the years, and it's very important to me, and it's still a continuing thing. I don't think I'm totally clean yet, but we're going to keep working at it. And the plus relief is definitely one of my. I'm sorry, I had my eyes dilated, so I have to leave my sunglasses on. So the plus relief has really changed my life. I had an aneurysm, and when they went in to fix it, they damaged the femoral nerve in my right leg. So anytime I would walk or for any distance, it would just burn like a rope of fire. And the plus relief has really given me such pain relief and given me the ability to walk so much farther and do a lot more than what I was able to do in the very beginning. And so I hope to never be without that product. Allows me to chase grandkids and try to keep up with life. So that's kind of my story. I love every product. I take all of them. Definitely immunity living in the South, we certainly have a lot of allergies, and I've never had super bad allergies, but it has definitely, like, I don't wake up with the stuffy nose anymore. And I know that's from immunity. And so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, you stick to it because it's a good story, and everything you said, it does happen that way. I'm going to move on to Cheryl now. Cheryl, could you share a little bit about yourself, please? You're on mute. Does somebody know where the unmute button is on your phone?
Finally, thanks.
Finally, awesome. Thanks.
I've just found that I've done so well in these products that I'm very happy that I found how to just recently how to take the app and send everybody videos. And I'm not the greatest tech person, so I'm really proud of myself. I set up an office. I invited 3 people to join tonight. I've just created this little office that I'm gonna just be like just more dedicated to things that I have some people very, very interested. And I was kind of down Monday because I was just so tired, and you guys, you lifted me up and energized me because I feel amazing on the products. Today I'm turning 60. I'm with my family in this little special room that I'm just getting away to get on this call, and they don't really want to listen to the products yet or want to know about it. And they think I'm just like all smoke, but I believe they'll catch on at some point. And I guess it's just like it's like we're evangelists for this. And, I just think the products, I just feel so good on the products. And I just I've been doing the fiber, and I do pretty much everything, but I just recently started back on the fiber and doing the trim science. And I just got rid of all these layers of fat on my abdomen, and I'm in a size medium bathing suit, and I'm so happy.
Wow.
So I'm just feeling really good. And I'm just when I've been out and about, people with my birthday and everything, and I'm when I got a few minutes, I'm just texting some of my friends, checking with them to see if they're on. I caught on late because I don't have good internet here at my sister's house. They could even be on here. I'm not even sure, but I'm so happy that how easy it is for anybody that doesn't really understand the app. I'm terrible. And that you just put your contacts in there, and then you can just send them whatever videos you want. I'm just trying to remember too where the Google Drive is with everything. And I have to just try to remember exactly where that is with a lot of other stuff. But I just love the app so much. And I think that's going to be my best friend. So thank you so much, everyone.
Well, happy birthday first.
Oh,
Have an amazing 60th. It's a wonderful time to be here, and you're spending it with us. So thank you so much for letting us be a part of your special day.
Yeah, I've got to get back, but I just figured I'd try.
No, this is wonderful. I'm so glad everything is working out for you. And the app is wonderful. If you have questions, please ask them in the chats that we're all in. We're all here to support each other. We want to grow, and we want you to grow. So definitely stay in communication and ask questions. The more you ask, you learn, and somebody else is learning the same thing. So
yes,
thank you for doing that.
Oh, yes, of course. You're welcome.
Okay. Dr. Nikita Warren.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
I am in Texas.
Hey, Nikita.
Hey, everyone. I'm in Texas, and I absolutely am enamored with Avini. Not only has it given me all these amazing products, but it has given me a way to help people that come to you with problems. If my son comes to me with aches and pains, I got a solution. Somebody comes to me with issues with their health, I have a solution. And that's what it's given to me. It's given to me a way to, or a vehicle to share with people in such a way that they can have access to to better health for themselves. You know, not just me and my family. It has given me my mom, my son not having any problems, me not being in the hospital or hospitalized in the last 2 years. To be able to have this, like, it's almost like this emergency kit.
It is. And you just
know,
need 2 items. You don't even need the whole bag. It's just 2 items and your entire emergency kit is in there.
exactly. And what the other thing is giving me clarity, because a lot of times in my career as a doctor, I didn't understand what the reason behind a lot of the ailments that our bodies go through. What was it? You know, it always says unknown, you know, it says unknown.
Yeah.
And it's like this huge arena of assuredness and a clarity around what really is happening with our bodies and what really is affecting us, and a way to explain it to people where they can have access to understanding their own bodies and have access to helping themselves. So yes, it has done a lot for me and the people around me.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad to see you grow. I'm sure everyone else here is also very proud of you in the steps that you're taking. And we'll be in communication. I think I sent you an email because you are in my team and I was introducing myself to everyone. The reason why I'm here, actually, guys, besides stepping in for Christine, is also last weekend I made a commitment to Avini. I was just floating. Okay. I was like, yeah, it's happening. But I finally did that one thing. I made the commitment to be committed to Avini and sharing the product. And I asked to be part of this team and be an active part of this team. And I guess Christine said, okay, you asked for it, you're getting it.
Welcome to you too.
Thank you. Amy, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself? And
May I ask the doctor where in Texas she's from?
I'm in San Antonio, outside of San Antonio.
Okay, I'm in Houston. That's why I asked.
Woohoo!
we have a good representation of
I'm up here.
Texas. Because I think there are a couple of other people that are from Texas as well here. Amy, can you hear us? Oh, okay. Well, now that threw me off completely because I don't know who I'd spoken to and who I hadn't spoken to. So, Suzanne, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us where you're from and stuff?
Okay, Suzanne Marone, is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I like what Dr. Water health for themselves. When I was a little child, 3.5, I started asking why, because I was sick all the time, and had a defining moment that became my life's passion. After high school, working in the medical field 12 years, I had a lot more whys to ask, because I thought, what are we as patients not doing that we should be doing? And what are we doing that we shouldn't? And so it's now 40 years for me in natural health and holistic nutrition. And I realize how important gaining accurate knowledge, understanding, and wisdom is in order to give ourselves skilled self-care. And with Avini products, they're pristine, they're clean, they're highly effective. And especially when you look at the exposure today that we get from many ways with toxins. And the body burden is extraordinarily high, and people don't realize that. So sharing Avini is of the utmost importance, that people can address something that is plaguing them and they don't even realize the cause. So it's a beautiful company and wonderful products, and I'm happy to be here.
We're glad to have you here. That's going to move me right on to Ed. I don't have to introduce who Ed is. He's our superstar here in Jacksonville. So, Ed, go ahead, share us. I already shared where you're from.
Yeah, you took care of that part. Thank you. And by the way, Raksha, you're doing a tremendous job. You talk about being nervous. You're not nervous. This is natural.
Thank you.
So just a quick little recap on what I think about Avini. My message is, there are three things with Avini. There's preventative, it's life-changing, and life-saving, right? Those three things. And if you feel like you have new issues, okay, check your metabolic age. Get someone to check and see internally how old your baby is. If you're in a situation you need a little help, there's nothing you can say that we can't handle. And then life-saving, we've had that happen too. So when I take Avini, I feel like that I've got, like Chip was Special Forces. I always refer to him because when you take Avini and our products, you're putting an army inside your body ready for battle with anything that comes in, right? So our body takes in 3 to 5 times more toxins than it can handle to get out of it. The only way you can do it is through what we have. The only way. There's knockoffs and there's this and there's that. But when you have a product or products that you can't find anywhere except through Avini, that's going to protect you and cleanse your body on the inside and fight the bad guys off, that's what everybody on the planet has. So what we have in front of us is we have something that everybody from pregnant mothers to I know Chip and I talk about this, womb to the tomb. Everybody needs it. Everybody has to clean their body on the inside. You take a shower every day on the outside, take the shower on the inside every day. Why would you not do that? And then prevent these things from happening or change everything that's going on in your body to rejuvenate yourselves, to get that clean body that you need. Everybody needs that. So no one is out of bounds in terms of who we need to talk to. Everybody has to have it. So I'm grateful for you, Raksha, and all the people that are involved with this because it really is like a family. It's a family. We love each other. We love what we're doing. And if we can bless people and they have a story to tell after they take these products, and everybody does, that's how, if you want to create an income or be prosperous with this, that you can do that. It's a story. It's another story. It's another story. It's another story. And that's what makes us do. And
So
you're
I'm
doing
just,
a great job.
no, I totally can get where you're coming from, Ed. And I'll just add one thing to this. People are always saying they want abundance. Avini encompasses abundance in every area of your life.
Yes.
Right? It gives you the health that you need. It gives you the family connection that you need. And it also gives you the financial prosperity that you want. So it covers everything. And like I said, I was like happy just doing what I was doing. But 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm not playing full out here. I'm not giving it my 100. So I committed to it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give it. I'm going to bring on whatever needs to happen and whoever needs to be supported. I'm here to support you guys. Just the way I know at some point you'll be supporting me. So I see Kathleen's iPad. Awesome.
Yes. I'm from Warwick, New York.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
I was just at a graduation for special needs kids. And one of the parents of one of the kids that graduated, who was one of my students way back, she has cerebral palsy and she has a feeding tube. and she's very constipated. And I was thinking of using Plus Fiber, but I'm afraid that, you know, how the Plus Fiber gels up, if it's going to cause a problem for the feeding tube. So I'm asking everybody if they have any suggestions about this, if she should take that or not take it, or what.
That would be a chip question for me.
Yeah, that's probably a chip question. It's a interesting question because obviously you want to be able to keep the flow going through the feeding tube. I would think you'd want to prepare it right before you use it, and probably start with a smaller amount to begin with. And of course, your objective is to get her microbiome straightened out. Probably had antibiotics along the way. That particular problem is a lack of oxygen at birth. And the things that come with it are typically neuromuscular. Oftentimes the mind is fine, but the ability to operate muscles is limited. And pretty frequently, there will be some joints that don't move. And there'll be a lot of physical therapy involved.
That's what I did with her. I did physical therapy with her.
Oh, you do? Okay,
yes.
so this will be a gigantic experience for you. Have you
I haven't worked with her for a couple of years now.
Okay, but you know her very, very well then. So if you start doing this and go back and maybe do some of the things you used to do with her, you'll be able to tell, I predict dramatic differences in a really short time. The story that you want to hear, Kathleen, is Trisha Hammer. She's now an adult, but she started the life in that same way. And when we got to her, her right arm would not move away from her breast after all the years. And she was an adult woman by then. And within a few days, she was able to, she actually has great testimonies at AviniHealthTraining.com. She's actually created a Facebook page herself of Avini testimonies. So you're going to want to learn about Trisha Hammer. She was sponsored by, she's in Robin West Group, and Rosemary Levesque is her sponsor. And so we get to hear from Trisha now and then. Now she's an adult, she's married, she's a caregiver for her parents, she's an artist, and she has a couple of businesses of her own. And so,
this kid is extremely involved. Extremely. She was a twin, and her twin is normal, and she is the complete opposite from her sister.
Okay. Well, the damage will still...
Spastic CP gets excited, and the arms go flailing and the legs go flailing. And that's probably why she's constipated, because her muscles are always so tight.
Exactly. Same thing happening inside. And so you should be able to see evidence on the outside of what will happen on the inside. When she flails, step back a little further, because she's going to be able to reach further. Because I bet even though she's flailing her limbs, they can't go to full extension. Would that be correct?
No, I've gotten clocked many times.
So she can actually move her arms and legs to full extension?
Wait, hold on. Wait, Dad. Wait up, I'm talking on here. I'll be right with you. Okay. Just it's a like a knee-jerk reaction. When she gets excited, the arms will go and
well, that's I understand that. And also, and the distinction I'm trying to ask you as her physical therapist, did you need to work on her so that her limbs would move in the full range of motion?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so we would
Yes.
expect that range of motion to improve. And you can just start with Cell Defender. You know, this, I know we're kind of having an aside on our presentation here. This is gigantic for you and her. When you go back to her and you lay your hands on her and touch her to do these things, in a very short time, you should know that something is changing. I mean, you know her, you know, intimately if you've been therapist in that way for years, even though it's been a couple of years. You should see differences that you've been wanting for a long time. That's what we would expect.
So you suggest Cell Defender first?
I'd start with Cell Defender first, just because that's you know, it's such a known feature, and there won't be any questions about whether that'll move through the feeding tube in her well. If she's getting constipated, you know, I like what you're thinking with the plus fiber for the prebiotic benefits. I don't know if she gets to take probiotics, the beneficial live bacteria, make sure she's getting those. Things like chia seeds, flax seeds, healthy oils, plenty of hydration, and then anything that can cause her to move her abdomen so that her physical movements are helping her intestinal movements, I think will be useful. We're getting into that pretty deep, but I think I had Dave and Pat Sitko. Didn't I have this conversation with you guys earlier this morning? Kathleen, are you Dave and Pat?
No, I wasn't on this morning.
Okay, so this is the second time I've run into this exact situation today. A set of twins, one of them with CP. Second time today.
Wow. You heard it. I'll have to listen to it.
Well,
I can't talk right now. I have to go because my father's got to go to bed and he's 95 and I don't want him walking by himself.
Well, the answer is yes, you can help.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You bet, Kathleen.
Thank you.
Good night, Pat.
Thank you.
You guys, who's
Chip, did you
Kathleen's
say
sidekick?
that was Trisha Hammer?
Yep, Trisha Hammer. Yep.
Okay. Because I have a
Trisha Hammer.
friend that works with special needs, and
Yep.
I've been trying to enroll her. So this is something I can send to her and say, have a look at this.
Certainly, absolutely.
So that would be great. Thank you so much. Stephen Carroll. Stephen, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Just Steve today. But
Just Steve today. Well, we'll take 50%.
my experience has been absolutely amazing. And when I found the Cell Defender, I'd just been fired that morning from a job that I had for 21 and a half years. And I was so stressed that a couple, 3 weeks before, I'd sat down to my computer and couldn't remember how to open half of my 25 programs that I had to do open to do my job. And it was amazing how fast that went away. I got home from taking my computer back to work, and it was the third time someone had called me about the Cell Defender product. This was 3 years ago. And so I've been through the mill. And Chip knows a lot of my story, and it's from my daughter, Stephanie Cook, and how much this community has helped her and us and her husband. And along with everything else, she got into the program to help her uncle, Jim, and he had one of the diseases that Rick is currently working on in the drug side of the company or his companies, and he had amazing results and has been pulled back to life several times. My wife has had experiences, I've had experiences, and with that, I will stop or I'll be crying.
Well, all I can say is I know took a hard road for you to get where you are, but it was a blessing in disguise.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know, that's
Totally.
that's how the universe, God, whatever you call it, works.
Right. I've
And
had my life given back to me 4 different times by alternative methods, from being temporarily paralyzed from the waist down when I was 16 years old to all kinds of things.
well,
So
I'm so happy you're with us. I'm so happy you're with this Avini family as you continue to grow. So, one thing I know is, Carol, I know I haven't been coming to these Thursday evening calls, but in the future I will be showing up a lot more because I'm getting so much out of these calls.
I got your declaration. Yay.
Yeah, I know you've been asking me, but whatever you and Christine planned today, it worked.
Yay.
Got a lot of witnesses.
I know. I see that. Joyce, can you share a little bit with us?
Joyce. Okay. Well, I'm from sunny California. It's pretty sunny. Nice and hot. I love it. I live in Laguna Woods, California. It's a retirement community and we're all older. And I play a lot of pickleball and go to a lot of club meetings and dances. And I just love the products. I've been on them 4 years, even though the company's only 2 years old. And I love everything. And I especially am tickled about the mind and vision. I got both of those new products and started taking them right away. And when I got home, it was about 7 days that went past from the summit to when I got clear home. And then 3 more days went past when I realized, oh my gosh, I was writing down for about a year or two. My memory was bad. I was writing down every night before I went to bed. I was writing down what night it was, what time I went to bed, and what the next day was going to be, so that I could be grounded about that, because it was just a scary, mixed up time. But 3 days went by and I realized, my gosh, I just automatically knew what time it was and what day was coming. I hadn't written it down. I'd never even thought about it for 3 days. And so ever since then, I haven't been. And then I got 2 for the price of 1, because mind and vision helped my vision as well as my mind. And I was throwing away my local newspapers with all the news about what goes on in my village, which is fun to read. And I was very sad because I couldn't read it anymore, even under the really good lights. And I picked it up one day soon after I realized my mind was better. And I read 2 or 3 pages of it. And that was like a real tangible thing that I noticed. And I've been trying all kinds of smart pills and brain pills and memory pills. I must have 10. I know I have at least 10 bottles in my cupboards there that I've tried for a month or whatever. And come to find out, it's my company that came out with one that really works. And I'm thrilled about that. I'm telling everybody about that.
Wow. I know the Vision product is fairly new. I haven't tried it yet, but after hearing what you're saying, I may just want to try it because I am beginning to get vision issues.
Well, you're wearing glasses. Some people get rid of their glasses.
That would be nice.
They're a pain. I still have mine though, but I have the bifocals down here that help me a lot too. So
okay. Debbie, are you around? Debbie Cheatham? Let me ask to unmute herself. Okay. While she gets that message and does what she needs to do, Sue Mullet, would you like to go ahead and unmute yourself and share with us your why and how and what?
I'm sure. Can you hear me? Because I think I unmuted.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Where I am from is always a tough one. I'm in Wyoming right now. I live full time in my RV. I'm working. It'll be the longest I've been in one place in 2 years. I'll be here till the middle of August. kind of Ohio. I was an Air Force brat and then followed racetracks, which is what I'm working at right now. I've always been into prevention. I've studied nutrition since I was a young teenager. So I was in basically a wholesale buyer in another company, and I've always wanted to do it, and life got in the way. And when I decided, a friend of mine kept pushing me. She was in a different company, but she kept pushing me to do the one I always wanted. And got hold of my upline. The good Lord doesn't wait on my schedule. Somebody was interested, and I contacted them. And I found out a whole bunch of stuff about the company. I didn't like the company. I still love the products. And he told me about Avini. And it's a person I trust. I did a ton of research very quickly. And like I said, I'm in prevention. So, I jumped on board without a second thought. I've got two brothers that are diabetic. I've got a brother with Parkinson's. Of course, they're the hardest ones to convince, what to do. But just friends, the friend who pushed me into it, I think the good Lord works in mysterious ways that aren't so mysterious when you look back. She credits the company she's with safe. She's had cancer 3 times. Well, she's got cancer again. And she's using the Avini products. She just started on them. Just going for a biopsy this next week, I think. She's already having responses. It's not, well, she doesn't know about the cell defender yet. I mean, that's what she's taken. So I mean, that's my why. When you told me about it, I'm in prevention, but I always love it when our leaders tell us, we're not supposed to be sitting outside hospitals waiting for people. This is for prevention.
Yes.
But when I listen to everything, I'm in prevention. I've had minor stuff, with the nano silver. I don't like being sick, so I'll wear a mask when I'm in crowds. But I'm using the nano silver more, and just besides taking it, like spraying it on my face and stuff if I'm going to be around. So the products are phenomenal, and I want to help people. And I really think, it's going to help my friend. And she's having responses with the nano silver. She called me and she said, I've been spraying it on my face. I'm not sure why. Well, I told her about using the gel and stuff. I'd given her a bottle of that. And she said spots are going away, wrinkles are going away. That's my why, is to hear things from friends, family, and prevention for me.
I get it. Guys, if you're hearing noise in the back, that's my grandson coming in to get a book. I just wanted to share that. But thank you, Sue, for sharing that. And prevention is everything, right? So I look at the cost of what our products cost, and then I look at the over-the-counter vitamins, and they're very comparable. So I'm like, you know what? Why wouldn't I take the real stuff? Why take the fake stuff that I have no idea what's in it? In this one, at least I know, and I can pronounce the words. So that's the big one for me. If I can't pronounce the words, that means I don't know what's going on inside me. But guess what, guys? Carol said she couldn't speak because she wasn't feeling well, and she just texted me and said, I would like to share. So Carol, go ahead, share. We want you to share.
Hi, everybody. So I have a bad case of bronchitis, but I've got my Avini arsenal, so I know I'm going to be back on my feet in no time. But I really want to just share why I love Avini. And that is, I support entrepreneurs to thrive globally in 45 countries. 35 are in Africa. And guys, you can't be an entrepreneur if you don't have your health. And so this is a marriage for me that I can bring health together, wealth together, just like Raksha said, it's an all-in-one. It meets all the needs. And for me to know that my entrepreneurs are going to thrive inside of their businesses and their health is all I could want. And I have found my home with Avini, and I love this family, and I love these products. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Carol, so much for getting on here. Just to wrap it up, you have all been so gracious this evening with me. I was told the call will probably only last 30 minutes because we didn't have a speaker. I was a newbie on the block, and Carol isn't able to be vocal. But we have surpassed by 1 minute. We have surpassed our 1 hour. I appreciate every single one of you for contributing to tonight's call. And the stories that you have shared are like mini testimonies, which my request to Carol, who's our video editor, is would it be possible to cut these up into small bite-sized pieces that people can use on their own social media and stuff? It would be freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
I think it'd just be so beneficial for people to not hear about somebody else's experience with Avini, but the person who's sitting across the table from them, their experience with Avini and their journey with it. So like Carol said, she's there for entrepreneurs globally, as am I. I'm a business and life coach. And for me, it's you got to have your health in order for you to be an entrepreneur, because you can't call in sick, right? There's no way you can call in sick. You have to have something that is consistent, something that is scalable, and something that's understandable. From my experience of studying Avini and stuff, and guys, I'm a little slow. I take my time in studying things when I study them, right? I know that this company is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. I've seen many companies. Yeah, it's going in the upward direction, of course, Alan. But it's not going to disappear. It's not like you're going to wake up and you're going to see that the site's been taken down or anything. We're consistent. We're here to stay, and we're here to make a difference. That's the biggest thing. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I did declare that I will be on these calls more often than not.
Yay.
I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this call up tonight and say thank you, guys. Thank you for your grace again. And thank you for allowing me to have the stage. So
thank you, Raksha. You did awesome.
Thank you, Carol.
Amazing.
I am your rock star.
Yeah.
Raksha star. Amazing.
You're really real, Roxanne.
Thank you.
And I'm joining you.
Yes, please do. Let's make this grow. Let's all of us thrive. And if we do get stuck, ask. Just look in front of you. There's so many people here that want to lift you up, that want to guide you, that want to share their talents. Yes, Alan.
Next week is the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We're not here till next week.
Oh,
thank you for
That's right.
reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Next week is the 4th of July. It's Independence Day. Let's all enjoy it. And we will not be having the Avini call, but more people to meet, more people to share what we do with, more people to bring to the call the following Thursday.
Since it's Independence Day, let's
Mhm.
go out and liberate somebody next week from their job, perhaps, and give them a little something else to do and help others.
Why not?
There you go.
At least start planting the seeds. Right?
Yes.
I wanted to let y'all know that Trisha Hammer's testimony is on line 257 of the Avini Health training site.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
That is a thing that we should definitely share, because that is so needed. And so more and more kids are coming down with something at birth. They have something that holds them back. There's something that's going on. So let's use it. I definitely do not want to go before my grandson. I want to see him thrive. I want to see him grow. And secretly, I have started putting Cell Defender in his food.
Nice. There you go.
It's like it's got to work.
As you should.
As
It's
well
might have
with your kitty cats and our pets.
I don't have any fur babies, but I do have grandbabies. So, okay, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful 4th of July.
Good, everybody.
And we'll see you
Carol,
safe,
feel
Hannah.
better.
Thank
And
you.
love to Christine.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Good night.
Bye.
And
Thank you.